Okay, Fire Escape Academy training. Typical inspector training on what to look for on a typical fire escape. We're here in Dallas. This is Jackson and I believe Fields, just to give an example of the area that we're at. And the fire escape here, a couple things to note on the fire escape that automatically says whether or not it needs to have a structural inspection. It was hit by a truck, so any sign of damage that the fire escape was damaged and hit and pulled in any way. So this fire escape structurally already has some issues that would cause for it to be written by a violation. The other thing too that we have here is the weight box. The cable is right over the people who are going to be egressing out of here. Should that cable give way, it's going to crush and kill somebody. All cable systems must have a weight box catcher, some sort of control so that that weight is in a cage of some kind, so that in case it does break from the cable, it's going to be captured by the unit. There's no release arm on this, so it looks like people have to step out onto this fire escape in order to make this thing come down. So that's not single action. It must be released and come down 2 to 3 feet per second, hit the ground and stay down. This one is basically backwards, so that after every person leaves this fire escape, it goes back up. And right now, if a fireman was to come here, he'd have to go get his pole to pull this down. One fireman would have to hold this thing down while other firemen go up this fire escape. So that's not correct. All the original bolts on this fire escape are square. So that's an indication that this fire escape probably hasn't seen a refurbishment. And if you look at some of the treads, you'll see some slight rust growing behind the clip, an indication that rust has made its way and it's eating at the rust of the tread. So just alone on this fire escape, it doesn't. The paint is not too bad, but there is spots of rust. And if the fire escape is required to be painted every so many years, or if you want to look at on the maintenance, this fire escape is not too bad on the rust. But structurally, it has been hit by a truck. The weight balance is out of doesn't have a release arm, and the weight is not controlled in case it does break loose. And as far as the rest of the fire escape looking up, there's no treads falling or anything, but you can definitely see some damage on the rails. If you look straight up, you can see some damaged rails popped out. And from this side here, you can see just another angle that some of the rails, especially on the left side up against the building, there's a possibility of somebody sneaking through. So this fire escape, I would, just from the truck hit alone and the cantilever being out of balance, would be enough to write a violation on this fire escape. Any questions or for some additional videos, please type in to YouTube under Fire Escape Inspections or Fire Escape Inspector Training for additional Academy training, Inspector Academy training videos throughout the country. You can also visit our website at firescapeengineers.com, 866-649-0333.